What's up, Adventure Beach? How are you guys doing today? Well, it is the last week leading up to a really important holiday that we're going to celebrate. What is that? That's right, Easter. We are going to be talking all week long about Jesus's last week on earth. And I'm super pumped for you guys to see it and check out and do all the activities with us. And if you haven't been checking them out, I want you guys right now to go to the YouTube channel, Adventure Beach Kids. Type that in and make sure you subscribe to our channel because we've had so many things up there that you guys can do and follow along with and keep staying connected to God. So check them out. My name's Miss Angela, and today we're going to be reading in Luke chapter 22, verses 1 through 53. Now, this is a really long reading, so if you struggle with it or it seems like it's a lot for you to read by yourself, get someone to read with you because it's a great part of Jesus' story. It gets really interesting and a lot of crazy stuff starts happening. It starts in the beginning with one of Jesus' best friends betraying him and wanting him to basically die. Can you believe that? And then it goes on to the very last supper. We get to find out how Jesus spent his very last supper on this earth. And then it goes to him getting arrested. So make sure you guys check this out and read it today, okay? So let's talk now about the activities that we can do to help you remember this story. So check these out. Okay, so both activities today are going to go along with the part of the story where it talks about Jesus' Last Supper. So it was the very last meal that Jesus ate on this earth, and he ate it with his best friends. And two things happened that were really important at this meal. The first thing, let's think about if you invited some friends over right now to your house, what would be the first thing that would happen once you open the door? What would you do? Okay, so at my house, the first things that I might do is I might ask them to take off their shoes and I might take their coat, right? Like those are probably some of the very first things you ask when somebody comes into your door and you're welcoming them. Well, back in Jesus' times, people didn't do that. Instead, they did something called washing each other's feet. Why would they wash each other's feet? Gross. They'll talk about toe jam and fungus and all that, right? Yeah, it seems pretty gross. But here's the thing. People walked around in sandals everywhere, and so their feet would get grody, nasty, disgusting. So before anybody would ever enter into somebody's home, they would wash their feet. And usually there was some servant in the home that would do it. So Jesus washed his best friend's feet. What? You mean like God and he was washing his best friend's feet? Yeah, he did that because he wanted us to know that we're supposed to serve others, even the jobs that seem hard and dirty and the ones that nobody wants to do. So for our first activity today, I want you guys to do exactly like Jesus did. I want you to ask somebody in your house to come with you and you're gonna wash their feet. And guys, I know this seems like it might be uncomfortable or weird, but it is a really powerful chance for you to show somebody Jesus' love and your love for them. So I challenge you guys to do it. So all you need in order to wash somebody's feet is a bucket or some kind of bin like this with some water in it, and then a washcloth. You're gonna dip it in the water. You're going to take their feet and wash them.
Wow, that's really cool.
And then you might want a towel that they can dry their feet off with as well. And it's that simple. Okay, so we did the first part of what happened at that Last Supper with Jesus. And the second part is probably going to be what? What else would Jesus do at his Last Supper? Eat, right? Of course. So at the Last Supper, Jesus took two items and he said, every time from now on when you eat these things, I want you to remember me. So he took the bread and he broke it and he said, every time you eat this, I want you to remember me. And then every time you take what was in their cup and drink it, I want you to remember me. And he was saying this because he wanted them to remember once he died on the cross that he sacrificed his body for all of us because he loves us so much. And he shed blood for us because for every single one of us because he loves us so much. And that's what he was wanting us to remember. So today with your family, I want you to do this. I want you to take some bread and get some kind of juice or something to take and drink. And if you don't have juice, just take any drink you have in your house because Jesus said it was just a symbol to remember what he did. So you can use anything really. And we in the church, we usually call this taking communion. So you're going to take communion with your parents. And all you're going to do is you're going to thank Jesus before you take the bread and drink the juice. You're going to thank him for what he's done for us. So go ahead and do that right now.
Thank you, Jesus, for dying on the cross for us and shedding your blood for us.
Amen. And that's it. It's a great reminder of what Jesus has done for us. So try these activities at home with your family and really get into them because, man, taking communion is so powerful and washing somebody's feet is so powerful too. These are great chances for you to really understand what Jesus did for us in that last week that he was on this earth and how much he loved us. See you guys next time. Bye.